Marvel fans, this is crazy, but Kevin Feige just confirmed that he's recasting Black Panther and that we're getting a live-action Miles Morales, plus he gave us a ton of new details about the next Spider-Man trilogy in the MCU and so much more. Let's talk about it all. And we gotta start off with this Black Panther news because this is absolutely insane. In a new interview that dropped this morning, Kevin Feige was asked if he will reveal that Damson Idris is the new Black Panther, because this has been one of the most popular fan casts for this character. There's been rumors and even leaked concept art for the next Avengers movies that look very much like him, and Kevin Feige's response to this question was just not today, and then he started laughing. There are so many other ways this man could have answered the question, to just be like, oh yeah, we don't really know what the future of T'Challa is, or you'll have to wait and see in Secret Wars or something. He just straight up said not today. I feel like we are getting this Damson Idris announcement at San Diego Comic-Con, along with the announcement of Black Panther 3 officially happening. Obviously it's going to be hard to see anybody besides Chadwick Boseman play this character, but I do think it's the right choice. T'Challa just connects with audiences so much more than Shuri as the main Black Panther. I do just think if they were gonna do this, they should have done it after he passed immediately. I don't think it would have felt disrespectful and would have helped things transition a lot smoother, in my opinion. I guess now they can just say, oh, it's the T'Challa from a different universe, but still. I kind of talked about this yesterday, but Kevin Feige just straight up came out and confirmed what we've all been theorizing, because he talked more about the reboot and he said, yeah, Avengers 6 Secret Wars, it's a beginning. It will establish a streamlined, simplified, single universe that we can all keep up with. Some of it will be familiar, but a lot of it will be brand new. Again, we all kind of knew this is happening. It's kind of wild to come out and say this because it pretty much spoils exactly what's going to happen at the end of this movie, though. But let's move over to the Spider-Man news, because there is a lot to talk about here. First of all, Destin Daniel Cretton says that Spider-Man Brand New Day was going to feature a major fight scene with multiple classic villains from the Spider-Man comics, but it ended up getting cut from this film. They had a bunch of finished designs and costumes and all this stuff ready for this, but he hopes to use it for the next film. And the way he said it, it felt like he was like accidentally confirming that he's coming back to direct Spider-Man 5. And Kevin Feige even says that him and Amy Pascal, one of the lead producers at Sony that works in the Spider-Man films, have already been discussing a lot of Spider-Man's future. He says we've already had in-depth discussions about what the next 2, 3, 4, or even 5 Spider-Man movies might be, and I'll get to the Miles Morales part of this in a second. But I'm really hoping they bring back Destin Daniel Cretton for Spider-Man's 5 and 6. I'm sure that is their plan. Like John Watts had the first Spider-Man Homecoming trilogy in the MCU. It seems like Destin's gonna have his shot, but I feel like this man just understands the character so well, just from what we've seen in the trailers and hearing him talk about it. The visual style is already so much better than really most movies in the MCU, not even just the previous Spider-Man ones. Again, we actually have to see Spider-Man Brand New Day next week and hope it's as good as it looks before I fully want this man committed to it. But with what he did with Shang-Chi, even though I'm not as high on that movie as other people, I do still love the visual style and the fight scenes in that. I think it has some really great moments. I think he's going to absolutely cook with this next Spider-Man trilogy. Now, he has already been confirmed to be directing the live-action Naruto movie, which I think is going to come out in like 2028 or something, so we probably won't get the next Spider-Man movie until like 2029 after this happens. But I'm kind of okay with it, especially if it leads us up to getting an older, more veteran Spider-Man and Peter Parker played by Tom Holland, and them introducing Miles Morales, because Kevin Feige says that, yeah, it feels like destiny at some point for him to be introduced here. And again, he said after the Spider-Verse movies are complete. He has said again in the past that, like, yeah, Sony specifically told them, wait until we're done with the Spider-Verse trilogy, then you can do whatever you want with Miles Morales. But unless there's any other delays or anything, the Spider-Verse trilogy is gonna be complete next year in June 2027, likely before the next Spider-Man film even starts filming. So we could honestly see Miles as early as the next Spider-Man 5 movie. Now, Kevin Feige's just been yapping lately. He gave us a ton more information on what's exactly is going to happen in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, and what secret movies are going to release in between those two films. If you want to hear about all that and more, click the video above my head right now, and thank you so much for watching.